Is your Osmo Pocket 3 or Osmo Pocket 4 footage looking a little bit too clinical, maybe a bit too sharp? If you want that professional cinematic look, the answer isn't just in the settings, it's in the glass. Today I'm doing a quick test on the JJC Magnetic Filter Set for the Osmo Pocket 3 and the Osmo Pocket 4. The kit contains two variable neutral density filters, a CPL filter and a black mist quarter filter. Whether you have, like me, the Osmo Pocket 3 or you're lucky enough to have the new Osmo Pocket 4, these little tools can be game changers. But do they actually do what they are supposed to do? And when you turn your Osmo Pocket 3 or your Osmo Pocket 4 off, does the gimbal camera head return to its safe locking position with the filter on? Stay tuned until the end of this video because I'm going to share a tip with you that you might not know on how to carry a couple of these filters around with you without needing to take up this extra space in your camera bag. Before we go any further, the team over at JJC sent me this filter kit free of charge to create an honest review on it. No money has changed hands, they haven't seen this video before it's uploaded to my channel, and they've given me zero direction on what to say. My opinions are strictly my own. And before we go any further, I would love to know what it is that you find most challenging about filming with the Osmo Pocket 3 or the Osmo Pocket 4. Let me know in the comment section. I read every comment and I answer every comment, and it does help the channel out a ton. So let's talk briefly about build. I am a fan of JJC products. They consistently deliver quality at a fair price. This kit feels premium. The case itself is well designed, featuring a protective rubber seal that keeps your filters free from dust and moisture. The foam fit is extremely precise, so no micro scratches from the filters rubbing against each other inside the case. And the best part is that they are magnetic. They just snap on to the front of your Osmo Pocket 3 or Osmo Pocket 4. Swap time is near instant, which is crucial when the light is changing fast. Plus, if you own both the Osmo Pocket 3 and the Osmo Pocket 4, these filters are cross-compatible. One kit, two cameras, efficiency at its best. Inside you get an ND2 to ND32 variable neutral density filter, which cuts out between 1 and 5 full stops of light, an ND64 to an ND1000 variable neutral density filter, which cuts out between 6 and 10 full stops of light, a CPL filter for those reflections, and a black mist quarter filter for that dreamy film-like look. Now you might be asking yourself, why do I even need these filters? Can't I just let my camera do its thing? And yes, you can, but if you're looking to elevate your footage, then filters are essential. So let's take a look at these filters in action as I explain what each filter actually does. Let's take a look first at the variable neutral density filters. Now, I know that I'm going to cringe when I say this. I absolutely hate hearing it. I've heard it 1,000 times, but the reality is it is absolutely true. It's the best comparison that we can make. ND filters are like sunglasses for your camera. If you're shooting in automatic on a really bright day, then your camera is forced to use really high shutter speeds, which can make movement look jittery or staccato. By using an ND filter, you're cutting the amount of light entering onto your sensor, which lets you lock in that perfect cinematic 180-degree shutter rule, giving you that smooth, natural motion blur that looks like a high-end film. Then we have the CPL, or the circular polarizer. Staying with the sunglasses for your camera analogy, it acts like a pair of polarized sunglasses, allowing you to cut through glare and reflections on glass or metal surfaces or even water. It also helps boost contrast and color saturation, so your blue skies and green landscapes really pop. And finally, the black mist quarter filter. This is all about the vibe. Modern digital sensors can sometimes look a bit too sharp or clinical. The black mist filter gently blooms those harsh highlights and softens skin tones, giving your footage a dreamy, organic, film-like quality right out of the camera, saving you a ton of time on color grading. Now here's something that I really love. You can stack the CPL filter or the variable neutral density filters onto the black mist filter, just like that. So you have more versatility. But a word of warning: remove the stack before shutting down your Osmo Pocket 3 or Osmo Pocket 4. Otherwise, it won't close correctly due to that extra thickness and extra weight. Actually, speaking about closing correctly to the safe locking position, all 4 of these filters do allow the gimbal head to lock correctly. However, there were occasions where I had to give it a little bit of a helping hand, and I don't know whether that's the filter itself or whether it is my Osmo Pocket 3. It's strange because technically there is enough clearance, and it did only happen once or twice. So all of the test footage which you saw was recorded on my Osmo Pocket 3 and is straight out of camera with no color correction and no exposure correction whatsoever. My camera settings for the CPL filter and the black mist filter were 4K at 24 frames per second in manual exposure at 1/150th of a second shutter speed, ISO 50 to 3200, auto white balance, and normal color mode. And in the custom settings, the sharpness and noise reduction are both set to 0. And for the variable neutral density filter test footage, the settings were the same, except my ISO was set to minimum, which is 50. So, what did you think? Personally, I feel that the quality of the images when using these filters is pretty good. If I had to find one particular thing that I'd like to see improved, I'd say I'd like the edges of the filter where you turn them to be a little bit more grippy or a little bit larger so that it's easier to turn. At the beginning of this video, I promised you a tip to save space, which you may not know. If you use the official protective cover that came with your Pocket 3, you can use the magnetic slots inside to carry 2 of your filters. It saves you from carrying the extra JJC case if you're traveling light. Regarding thickness, thinner filters are great and they allow your gimbal to close correctly, but they are extremely fiddly and easy to drop. Thicker filters are less fiddly, but may make it more difficult for your camera to lock into the protective position. These JJC filters seem to me to be somewhere in between, which makes them easier to handle and less likely to slip out of your fingers. Overall, I would say that these filters do exactly what they claim to do on the box. They're a solid investment for any Pocket 3 or Pocket 4 owner. If you want to check out the current pricing or grab one of these filter kits for yourself, check out the affiliate links in the description section down below. Using those affiliate links gives a small commission to the channel, but the price to you remains the same, and like that, it helps me to continue creating content for you here on my channel. If you found this video interesting or useful, please like and share it, and subscribe to my channel for more photography and tech-related content. And don't forget to leave a comment with your thoughts. So until the next time, this is Andy at Photechvideo signing off. Happy filming. Take care and be safe, and see you in these next videos.